The Daily Purge. Hope you're doing fantastic today. Happy Wednesday. What a great. Let me change the microphone here. All right, the microphone should be right now. Sorry about the echoing. Sometimes StreamYard kicks out the proper microphone, so I apologize for that. Today, I want to share this around real quick, and then before we get started, but I want to talk about something that's near and dear to me, and that's being ultra present, because in the end it really is all about you, right? I mean, it's about how you dictate your own reality, how you dictate the world around you. People ask, what does dictate mean? It just means leading the way for yourself, and I'm going to ask you a question that may sound a little harsh, or maybe will make you wonder what I'm talking about. But what would you do if you knew that what you have, everything you have, right, is at stake right now? Most people say, oh, I'd fight for it. Oh man, I'd push for it. I'd do whatever I could to make it happen. Well, yeah, that's hopefully what everyone would do. What if that doesn't work? What if that makes it even worse? What are you going to do then? Right? Hello, Olga. What are you going to do then if it makes it even worse, if you're trying to push? Hello, Denise. What are you going to do then? Right? You let go, you back away, you regress, you go into hiding, go into depression or whatever. Is that going to help? That's not going to help. So what do you do, right, when you're in a situation where everything could change, and it might change, and it probably will? What are you going to do? Well, I think, and what we've been speaking about, Lane and I talk about this all the time, is being hyper present. Hyper present means enjoying every second that you have there, no matter what. I stand and know that He is God. There you go, Olga. Amen. And it's good to have faith. It really is. It's important to have faith. But when you're facing a situation that will change your life, a change that you don't want, for instance, how do you walk through every day, right, without worrying about the future, thinking about the future? We always talk about thoughts aren't real. Well, in this case, you're being told what's going to happen. So it's hard not to think about it. But there is a way, and that is simply saying, if this is actually happening, then I'm not going to spend 1 second of my time wasted on fear, on anger, on depression, on anything. I'm going to take every moment of my day, and I want to be hyper present and enjoy every second that I have left or to go with the situation that I'm in now. If I can afford it to make things better, I will give things away and start over. Olga, it's right, because in the end, if you think about it, we're all where we are because we put ourselves here. No matter what we think everything was, we made decisions to get to where we are. Lane and I were talking about this too. And God put us here. So we're here because of that, so it's not something, even if it's the worst thing you can imagine, which in my case it is, I have to take solace that there's a reason for this, right? And that reason may not be what I think it is, or it may not be what the other parties think it might be. And that it's unfair of me or torture to think about what might be or is, or they say, or I say, or whatever. But instead, to take every second and enjoy that second and embrace that second and know that this is full on life right freaking now. Full on life. That's hyper presence right there. How often do you do that? Are you on your phone? Your kids are talking to you. Your wife or your husband talking to you, and you're like doing something else? Or do you stop and be hyper present with that person and engage them and listen and hear? I always thought I was good at it, but now I really see that I was not as hyper present as I thought I was. So I thought it would be a great subject matter today. So I wanted to pass that along. Try it. Give it a shot. Every second is a gift, Olga. Yeah, and people say that, but most people don't realize, they don't believe that. They don't believe that it's every second is a gift. But if you take it like that and you look down and you go, yeah, man, like this is real right here. This is it. This is the last time it'll ever be this second. So it's quite interesting and quite daunting sometimes when you look at it that way. But why don't you try it? Why don't you try it? Take a second. Next time someone talks to you, your wife, your husband, your kids, your children, or whatever, just stop what you're doing, listen, and look at them for real. and see into them and hear what they mean when they say what they say. Just do it. It's going to be amazing. There you go, Olga. There you go. So I think that's a great way to end this session. I think that if we all go out there and do that, being fully present in the moment is a real present gift. It is, Denise, and it's tough because especially in your business, for instance, you're always planning ahead, right? So it's hard to be in the present moment, but it's a gift. It really is. Yeah, of course, your time is your choice, Leaf, but your brain and your mind often takes that choice away from you because we're programmed for fear. We're programmed for worrying about the future. And even if that future looks so bad and so scary and so the opposite of what you built your life around, it's still the power in you to live in the moment, to really be hyper present. Yeah. All right, everybody. You have a fantastic one. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know my energy isn't as it usually is. I apologize for that. As you can tell, I'm going through some stuff, so I'm just working it out with you. So I thank you for being my therapist. And in the end, those hyper moments of presence is a true gift, and that's what it's all about, right? Quality of life. See you tomorrow.